Welcome to this TrendGuards Explainer. So, last Thursday, a frontier-grade AI model just appeared out of absolutely nowhere on the platform OpenRouter. And when I say nowhere, I mean nowhere. It wasn't announced by OpenAI, not by Anthropic, or Google. Actually, it wasn't announced by anyone at all. It just dropped. It was totally free to use, and almost immediately, early coding tests started circulating claiming this thing was beating some of the most advanced models on the market today. So today we're going to do a clinical, fact-based teardown of this mystery model, which is currently known as Ox Alpha. All right, let's jump right in. 1,048,576. Now, this isn't just some random large number we pulled out of a hat. This is the confirmed context window token count for Ox Alpha. And to put that into perspective, a 1 million token context window puts this model squarely in the exact same league as the most premium closed-source models available right now. It means the model can process massive amounts of information. We're talking entire code bases or multiple books in just a single prompt. And honestly, the most disruptive part of this whole thing? This massive frontier-level capability is being given away for absolutely free by a completely unknown provider. Okay, so here are the baseline facts of the release, which we've sourced directly from OpenRouter and seen corroborated by Bloomberg. Ox Alpha officially dropped on August 20, 2026. It was released under OpenRouter's Stealth category. Now, if you're not familiar, that category is specifically designated for models whose providers have actively chosen to remain completely anonymous during a preview phase. It's 100% free to use, and it is fully multimodal, meaning it handles text, images, and video right out of the gate. You can instantly see why developers flocked to this in droves. We are always looking for high-capability, zero-cost tools to run complex agentic workflows, and Ox Alpha seemingly just handed that to the community overnight. When you break down the spec sheet, the sheer ambition of this drop becomes super clear. The numbers are frankly staggering. Like we mentioned, you get that 1 million token context window, but look at the output capacity, 131,072 tokens. That is a massive output window. It allows for incredibly long, detailed responses, which is absolutely perfect for generating extensive blocks of code. You pair that multi-model support and that huge output with a literal $0 price tag, and you've got a package that is incredibly disruptive to current AI market pricing structures. And all of this is coming from a provider that is just listed as anonymous. Now, specs on paper are one thing, right? Real-world performance metrics are a completely different ballgame. But according to data from OpenRouter and reports from Coursiv, this model actually supports crucial developer features right out of the box, like tool calling and JSON output. It's boasting a throughput of around 28 to 29 tokens per second, with a median latency hovering around 4 seconds, all while maintaining 99% uptime. So the key takeaway here is that this isn't just some fragile research experiment. These metrics show us a highly viable tool that is built for real-world production use and sustained agentic harnesses. Oh, and the anonymous provider claims they have a capacity of 100 trillion tokens per day. I mean, that is serious heavy-duty infrastructure. Okay, so the internet basically caught on fire when developer Ben Davis ran an initial test using the DeepSWE software engineering benchmark. And if you know DeepSWE, you know it's one of the most grueling coding benchmarks that exist. His results? Well, Ox Alpha scored an 80% on the first pass. This reportedly placed it significantly ahead of Anthropic's Claude Fable 5, which sat at 65%, and OpenAI's GPT-5.6 Sol at 52%. Other community reports started echoing this, placing the stealth model above that 80% mark. If these numbers were absolute, Ox Alpha wouldn't just be competing with the frontier, it would literally be crushing the entire public frontier field. But as a trusted source for AI news, we've got to systemically apply the brakes right here. We have to look closely at the methodology. That viral 80% claim you've probably seen floating around, it comes from a mere 10-task sample of the DeepSWE benchmark. Compare that to the official DeepSWE evaluation, which requires a robust 113 tasks. A 10-task sample has incredibly severe statistical limitations. We're talking massive error bars here. In a sample that tiny, just 1 or 2 lucky solves can swing the final score by a whopping 10 points. So what we're actually looking at is an early signal, definitely not a final reproducible verdict. The official DeepSWE table does not currently list Ox Alpha at 80%. Furthermore, we always have to look at all the available data, and right now, the data is conflicting. While the community tests are claiming it beats frontier models, a totally separate private benchmark conducted by Kie.ai found that Ox Alpha actually underperforms last-generation models. And honestly, this contradiction is exactly what you should expect from an unverified stealth model in its very early days. So, the main takeaway for developers right now is to treat Ox Alpha as a highly promising candidate, but absolutely not a confirmed champion just yet. So while OpenRouter is firmly maintaining the provider's anonymity, industry speculation has been completely rampant. As reported by TechCrunch and tech analyst Andrew Curran, a lot of the community analysis suggests the model's origins might actually be in China. Speculative candidates that have been floated around include well-resourced labs like Z.ai or perhaps a variant of GLM 5.3 Flash. Some technical fingerprinting done by the local AI zone has attempted to trace it, and the training data reportedly has a very recent cutoff date. But, and this is crucial, we must emphasize that this remains unconfirmed speculation. We are simply reporting on the industry conversation right now. We are not endorsing any single theory as a verified fact. You might be wondering, why would a major lab, no matter where they're located, choose to release a model this powerful totally anonymously? Well, the stealth playbook actually offers some really distinct strategic advantages. First off, it allows a lab to test a model out in the wild at scale without taking on any brand risk if it hallucinates or completely fails. Second, offering it up for free builds immense developer mindshare before they do an official, branded, paid launch. And third, it can completely bypass geopolitical friction. An anonymous drop allows the capability to be distributed globally under a neutral identity. This decoupling of capability from a brand identity, where the best model simply wins on its own merit, is genuinely disruptive to the traditional AI race that is so dominated by the big names. Based on reports from developers on platforms like LinkedIn and Instagram, the integration path for this thing is incredibly smooth. Because it natively supports tool calling and JSON, developers are currently wiring Ox Alpha via OpenRouter directly into their existing agentic harnesses. It seamlessly plugs right into tools you probably already use, like Claude Code, OpenCode, and Hermes. Developers are aggressively leveraging that 1 million token context window to perform whole repo coding tasks, effectively making complex, high-volume agentic work entirely free for the time being. It is just a massive opportunity for low-cost experimentation right now. However, as your trusted guide in this space, here is the authoritative TrendGuard's verdict on how you should safely interact with an unauditable anonymous model. Step 1. You can access it for free right now via the OpenRouter Stealth category, but treat this as a trial because pricing and availability could literally change the moment the provider reveals themselves. Step 2. You absolutely must validate the output on your own internal benchmarks. Do not just trust those viral community screenshots. And step 3, actually, this is the absolutely crucial one. Do not input sensitive, proprietary, or private data into this model. You simply cannot audit where that data is going. Use Ox Alpha for high-volume, low-sensitivity work, and keep your secure, closed models for the high-stakes tasks. To wrap things up today, Ox Alpha is undeniable proof that top-tier AI capability is becoming highly diffuse. We have a totally anonymous model boasting a 1 million token context window, dropping for free and sparking massive developer adoption before anyone can even verify its true performance or origins. It's an absolutely brilliant distribution play for sure, but it leaves us with a critical governance problem. Pre-release review frameworks totally rely on knowing who the labs are. So I want to leave you with this provocative thought. If frontier-level capabilities can drop anonymously overnight, completely invisible to pre-release governance by design, how do we even begin to audit models in the wild? Thank you so much for joining this explainer. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and keep prioritizing the facts.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel grow. See you in the next video.